Hey, what's up guys? Joey the Boy 69 here. So this past few days we just finished the technical preview for Halo Infinite, which was a huge sign of relief for a lot of people because, a lot of people kind of threw in the towel and lost hope for the future of Halo Infinite with all the setbacks, pushbacks, delays, and just bad news that we've received. But now that the future is looking brighter, I would like to go ahead and say why people were hesitant on 343 Studios and what kind of killed the Halo community in a sense. So before we go ahead and get started, I'd like to say that my channel is mainly going to be Halo videos now, whether it be Master Chief Collection all the way until Halo Infinite. So I'm really excited to put out some more content. I have a lot of good stuff coming on the way, so just be sure to check that out. As we speak, I'm 1 subscriber away from 100. So that'd be great if you guys, would like, comment, subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. I hope the channel grow, and I'm hoping to see you guys more often. Now, the first reason as to why the Halo community kind of died, this was a really big one actually. It was the lack of the pre-game lobby. So I remember, I know you guys remember Halo 3. Not only was it a machinima, but it was also just a way of life. You would have to go in there, and it was a fucking war zone in there. If you guys were anything like me, I was like, I think 8 or 9 years old, when it was really in its prime, Halo 3, and I would go into a public chat, and my god, we were getting slaughtered, squeakers, people banging our moms, banging our dads sometimes. It was crazy. But when you look back at all the toxicity and the, how many people had sex with your mom, it's kind of, in my opinion, one of the most overlooked aspects on why video games just aren't the same anymore. We love the toxicity. It's a way to get it out of our system. The way for us to talk shit with no repercussions, and some people might abuse it and some people might not. But in my opinion, I think it's one of the most overlooked reasons as to why we're no longer, having that joy playing video games anymore. I know a lot of us, we look back at, the golden years with these rose-tinted glasses, because this is one of the things that we miss. A lot of the times it comes up in conversation, we miss the toxicity. We miss, talking shit to the enemy team. We miss leaving the game really early so we didn't have to hear them talk shit when we lost. It was a fun time. It was a fun time to be alive. Alright, I know this one's no secret at all, but the second reason as to why the Halo community kind of died was the big split on mechanics. Now, whether it be movement, whether it be armor lock, oh my god, armor lock, man, that was a big controversy. Whether it be, power weapons, weapon pickups, there's a lot of mechanics and design features that kind of went really wrong for the Halo community. Some people loved it. Some people absolutely hated it. Now myself, I am not a fan of sprint in the slightest. However, I kind of did like Halo 4. When I look back at it now, it was actually not one of the best multiplayers I've ever played, but for its time, I actually didn't hate it, but I know a lot of people did. And this battle has kind of been ongoing. The sprints, the anti-sprinters, the anti-vaxxers, I feel like it's the same thing. It's everyone has one side and they'll defend it to the death. They will defend it to the death. And it is kind of funny. It kind of brings that little rivalry to the game, but it's also a big reason as to why people will just not play the game anymore, and there's a big drop off in the population. Now, whether you liked the newer Halos or not, no one can deny that there was a big drop off between the population of the games and just the popularity on social media, on in school. I remember people would, if you had a 50 in Halo 3 back in middle school, dude, people were treating you like you were the fucking god of the universe. It was an impressive thing. But now, if you tell someone now, I'm the highest rank in Halo 5, dude, no one's gonna give a shit. No one's gonna give a shit. So it really did create a polarizing divide between the fan base. So we're gonna combine number 3 and 4 because they kind of go hand in hand, and this might be entirely my opinion, but I think I might be right on this one, and tell me if I'm wrong in the comments. But so number 3 and 4 would be no good game to stand behind, as well as puberty. Now, like I said earlier in the video, you could have liked Halo 5, you could have liked Halo 4, but no one is denying that their population and popularity was a laughingstock of what Halo used to be in its prime. I mean, I think Halo 4, I think it set a record of like it lost like 87% of its player population in the first like 2 weeks, I want to say. Like, it was bad. It was a bad drop off and not well received. Now people really liked the campaign, myself included. Kind of retroactively, like we'll look at it and be like, you know what, it's actually pretty good. But there is big controversy on whether the chief should talk or not, whether, you know, it's just all types of stuff. So no good game to stand behind. And everyone, I mean, dude, there's a huge fight between, you know, whether Halo 5 is good or if it's not. Personally, I didn't like it at all. But yeah, there's a big you know, rivalry between those fan bases. So but it's no denying that most people did not like the newer Halo games 343 made, and it shows through the analytics. So what also helps divide the community and why it kind of died was the people that grew up playing Halo, the people like me that didn't like those new games. We hit puberty and we became adults. And we're just like, okay, well, I mean, now that I'm more practical and not just liking a game just because it's Halo, I don't actually want to play any of the new games. So they just kind of stopped playing them. And all those people that would talk so highly of Halo kind of just became uninterested in the franchise or just stopped playing video games entirely. So all the kids and the teenagers and even the adults, I mean, now they're living their best lives without the franchise even anywhere near their minds. You know, it's a long gone distant memory for them. So I feel like we can bring back that community if we had a good game to stand behind, you know, that's very well received for a new generation of people. I know the Fork Knife players would, you know, might want to switch over if the game's good, you know. But anyway, guys, that's all I got for you. Let me know if you agree with me or not in the comments below. Also, if you liked my video, go ahead and subscribe, like, comment it. It would really help me out, and I would appreciate it. And hopefully I'll see you guys on the next video.